Tark. Oh, right. Discord on the subject of feedback. All feedback is useful, and it's up to you to pick and choose what feedback is relevant to what you're going for. Yes, and that's a very healthy attitude to have in regards to, especially when you're sharing yourself on the internet, no matter what it is. That yeah, when people offer feedback, yeah, it's up to you to just say, yeah, that person's opinion doesn't matter to me, and oh yeah, that's very interesting. They raise an interesting point, and yeah, it does require a certain degree of humility to even take in the really negative sounding kind of comments and stuff, and either just ignore it or go, oh, you know what? I think I understand what they're talking about here, and yeah, and that really requires you as an individual to really kind of take your ego out of the equation. And I know a lot of people who paint miniatures who think very, very highly of themselves, and that's their own egos. And so when somebody throws a comment at them like that, their first reaction is to attack back and to be negative and stuff like that, and it just gets into a very childish place, and it doesn't do anybody any good. And I don't support that. But yeah, you do see it a lot especially amongst artists and miniature painters. Oh yeah, think very highly of themselves, and it requires personal work to develop a bit of humility and take all criticism, and what I mean, and also requires a thick skin to go, yeah, this person's just being toxic, they're just looking to provoke and whatever, and so ignore. This person though has a legit criticism about your work, and they're like, if it sounds very negative, and it can be interpreted as such, but they're trying to be like, this is where you could have went, and this is where you could employ this technique or this color and blah blah. You know what I mean? And it's at first can sound very negative, but then it's like, well,